The summer break is nearly done and the Dutch Grand Prix is just days away. So it's time for us to talk about upgrades as the development race is set to take centre stage at Zandvoort. And with the way this year's racing calendar is scheduled, Zandvoort is the destinations for most teams to introduce significant upgrades. And I'll give you all the information regarding said upgrade packages from Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes and Aston Martin. So don't go anywhere. Let's start this video with Red Bull's upgrades. The first half of the 2024 season did not turn out as the Milton Keynes team might have expected. Starting the season dominantly at Bahrain, the advantage the RB20 had over its rivals seems to have faded away around the season's halfway point, with McLaren, Mercedes and Ferrari now emerging as strong challengers. Ever since Miami, Red Bull have been on the decline, not able to keep up with the competition in the development war. While rumours have it that Red Bull were exploiting a grey area within the regulations regarding the car's braking system to gain a considerable pace advantage, but there is no proven proof for this, given the obvious and dutiful confidentiality on the part of the FIA. Also, Red Bull's in-season development this season has been pretty disappointing, with the team not able to find considerable gains from its upgrade packages introduced at Imola and Hungary. This has not only resulted in Red Bull losing their pace advantage, but they also seem to have hit their concept's development ceiling, while rival teams such as Mercedes and McLaren still are able to find consistent gains with every upgrade introduced. While not being able to improve relative to rivals aerodynamically is one problem, the RB20 has shown greater weakness around its mechanical platform by not being able to ride curbs as well as rival teams are able to. While the curb riding issue, according to the team themselves, is an inherent conceptual weakness, which probably the team is able to resolve for 2025, the team is gearing up with aerodynamic upgrades in the pipeline to defend both championships from rivals McLaren, and it is reported that Red Bull are fast-tracking certain upgrades from its Baku package to Zandvoort. According to a report from Formula Uno, Red Bull is set to make massive revisions to the underfloor, upper and lower in search of a better load distribution, hoping to generate more downforce. Down the line around the Austin GP, the team will introduce a revised front wing to accompany the underfloor revision. As for the team's prospects for the second half of the season, the RB20 currently is not the strongest car on the grid, but the team is hopeful that these upgrades will provide them with the edge to remain competitive against the McLarens and Mercedes cars. Next, let's focus on Mercedes upgrades. Mercedes is enjoying a great campaign in 2024. While championship standings don't reflect anything special, considering the W15's slow start to the season, it currently has 3 race wins under its belt, with all of them coming in the last 4 races, shows the progress Mercedes has made in the first half of the season. But the last upgrade the team introduced at Belgium was not successful as the team initially expected, as the new underfloor around the high-speed Spa circuit brought back the bouncing, which led the team to revert specifications for the rest of the weekend. Post-race data analysis, according to the team principal Toto Wolff, has revealed that the upgraded W15 was bouncing around the high-speed Spa circuit due to a mechanical adjustment the team went with, and all data correlated with simulations suggesting the upgrades are indeed working. So to confirm this, the team will be bringing back the Spa underfloor to Dutch GP to make correlation between their two solutions. While this is sort of a half update, Mercedes will be introducing more upgrades down the line around the Aston Grand Prix, which has been confirmed by multiple reliable sources. Exacts of the upgrades are not yet revealed, but Allison did recently reveal that the team's plan in 2024 is to develop the W15 deep into the season to carry over that knowledge into 2025. Speaking more about updates for the second half of the season, Andrew Shovlin added, "The remaining weaknesses in hot conditions are the rear limited circuits. We are not as good as the McLarens or Max. We saw that in Budapest, and we saw that in Austria. We can only see a month or 6 weeks into the future because that's the horizon we're working with in the wind tunnel. Are they going to continue to be able to bring performance into the latter part of the year? Hopefully. We've got good ideas, but there's a lot of work to go through between having an idea and actually getting physical parts that you can put on the car and make it go quicker." Next, let's focus on Ferrari's upgrades. The first half of the 2024 season has not been plain sailing for Ferrari. The Scuderia started the season with a strong car, a strong base which was a consistent podium challenger. While first upgrades did turn the SF24 into a race winner at Monaco, subsequent upgrades at Spain triggered porpoising with the car bouncing around high-speed corners, which the team believes is a mechanical limitation preventing the team from fully exploiting the additional load the upgraded underfloor is generating. To work on this problem, Ferrari engineers back at Maranello are working hard to push fresh upgrades to the track, confirmed by the team principal Frederik Vasseur, and new parts will be arriving at the upcoming Dutch GP. At Zandvoort, the team will introduce a brand new front wing design aimed at providing clear airflow towards the Venturi tunnels, while also improving airflow around the front tyres, improving wake. Next, the team will introduce certain aero bits surrounding the car's floor edge, working on improving the seal around the floor better to prevent the entry of turbulent airflow while shaping the entire aero package to introduce further upgrades that pushes the amount of downforce the car's underfloor is able to generate. Following that, the team will make revisions to the SF24's rear suspension, particularly its internal components. This upgrade is aimed at improving the car's aeromechanical interaction to allow the car's mechanical platform to handle more downforce with improved stability and better distribution. According to Italian sources close to the team, Ferrari do have a new underfloor and a revised side pods design in the pipeline, which will hopefully make it to the car around Monza or Singapore. Next, let's talk about McLaren's upgrades. The Woking-based squad will be the happiest team entering the summer break, considering the progress they have made year on year. McLaren are on track to clinch the Constructors' Championship from Red Bull this season, and to make their odds better, the team has upgrades lined up for the second half of this season. McLaren introduced its first huge upgrade package at Miami, and ever since has not introduced performance upgrades, just track-specific parts. Exacts of these upgrades are not yet revealed, but the team principal Andrea Stella revealed that the magnitude of the upgrades which are in the pipeline will be similar to the team's Miami upgrade package. Close sources to the team reported that McLaren are breaking this package into two parts, with the first arriving at Zandvoort, while the remaining parts will be introduced at Singapore. McLaren are on a charge in both championships, but more so in the constructors' race, and the team plans to waste no time developing their car to improve their chances of beating Red Bull and securing the constructors' title this season. Next, let's focus on Aston Martin's upgrades. The Silverstone outfit has lots of upgrades planned for the second half of the season. The first half of the 2024 season has been rather disappointing for Aston Martin. Far from the excellent start the team enjoyed back in 2023. The AMR24 started off decent, but the team's disappointing upgrade packages has resulted in the team falling back to the midfield. But the team is aiming to progress towards the front of the field as the team has lined up a series of upgrades for the second half of the season, with parts arriving as early as at the Dutch GP itself. Exacts of these upgrades are not yet revealed, but according to team principal Mike Crack, these upgrades will be crucial for Aston Martin as a step forwards here will confirm which development direction the team must opt for 2025 and also might put them ahead of the midfield cars this season. Finally, touching on Williams lightly, the Grove-based team has updates in the pipeline lined up for the Dutch GP. This will be the team's first batch of aero upgrades for this season, and the team is seeking gains in three critical areas: aerodynamics, suspension design, and car weight reduction. The latter has been a notable issue throughout the first half of the season. We have updates coming up this summer break. I hope in Zandvoort and I hope again in Baku, or the race after Baku, which is Singapore. So with all these upgrades, are you excited for the second half of the 2024 season? We are very much into your thoughts and perspectives in the comments section down below. And on your way down, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get notified of our future uploads to keep yourselves up to date about the 2024 Formula 1 season.